And let's go to my YouTube. Let's edit the title. Final Kobold stream. We'll save that. Let's go. Let's test the volume. Oh, it's working. Okay. I'll mute myself. I'm gonna get my phone. Okay. Got my phone and I'll lower the volume actually. It's kind of loud. It is very loud. Hello world. So I'm going to recap what I've been doing. I've been working on the Kobold Assassin, and this is the last part of the video. I'm on the rendering phase, which is the shading. And these are the first versions that I sketched out back in 2014, just in case you guys weren't here. A while ago. I don't even know why I sketched these things out. I think I just want to make my own version of Kobolds for some reason. So now we're going to finalize this drawing. It's my HLED. It's my HB. Erasers. Okay. Why does any copyright-free music and freaking play in the background? It's so boring. Let's see here. Background music, copyright-free. 12 hours free background music, copyright-free creators and streamers. Okay, let's see what this sounds like. Okay, that's commercial.
Is an AI
based sounds like. Okay, that's commercial.
Is an AI based
sounds like. Okay, that's commercial. I think that sounds okay. Let me check my stream over here. Hello? I think that sounds okay. Let me check my stream over here. Oh, I gotta have that all open. Oh, I see. Because it just disappeared all of a sudden. I still don't hear anything. Wait a minute. Wait Wait a minute. I'll just lower my volume. That should be good, I think. That should be good, I think. All right. Actually, you know what? I'm just gonna get rid of the sound because if I ever make a video, the song's gonna be playing. Never mind. Okay, back to finalizing this drawing. Hello? Oh, it's really laggy. Okay. I'm going to start by working on this area here with my H-LED. I need to get some new glasses. Jeez. I have to stand back to see this. That's not good. Now this light could be completely in shadow. Let's see. Just like that. That's not too bad. Now I can have some light hit the top of this. Actually, I don't turn any cameras off. So what I do is just put a line usually. Put a line. And I shade the part where I want the shadow to be cast. Now, do I want lighting in this part of the leg? I feel like I do want some lighting, so I'm just going to shade this part. There. Maybe I'll shade this whole thing completely. And shade this too. I just want to see what kind of what it looks like when I shade those parts in. Then I'm going to take my eraser erase some of this information. What if there's a light over here? Catching on that knee. Doesn't look too bad. Sort of like there's light coming from the other side and just catches there. That's kind of cool. Maybe there too, and then a little bit here. Something like that. Maybe there's some that catches here. on this little wrinkly parts of the knee. So here we go. Give these some depth. Make this a little darker so that pops more. Gotta rotate this around. It's easier for me to shade this direction. Maybe I should zoom in. I seems to be kind of far. So this is in shadow. We'll go from dark to light. But I don't want to get too dark because maybe too dark. It may be. Now this, when the light hits this belt, it'll be higher than the leg, and it goes low here. Those are some of the sort of like realistic parts of lighting and shadow. And I know I had some scales here, so I'm going to throw some in there. So now I'm going to turn it the other way and just stare at it and see what that looks like from a distance. Am I still on camera? Psst. Okay. Maybe getting off camera. Okay, that looks decent. I think I have to go darker. In this crotch area. And I'm still using the H LED, okay? Still on the H LED. Now step back a little bit and look at it. Now there's a muscle here, so let's bring that out. Darken this belt line a little bit. Maybe darken the inside of the belt. And then zoom out so you guys can see, oops, how it's coming out and how the values are working. Now I'm going to darken this foot here. Go to my HB and start with the, let's zoom in so you can see. Start with the toes. Hey Anthony, how you doing? You can get more on camera? What do you mean? Here? What you mean? I thought you'd be sleeping right now. What time is it? Yeah, I should be sleeping. Okay, 'cause And here with the toenails, I don't completely make them black. It's just here where it's attached to the toe, I make it black here, or dark, and then just trail off. Because it makes it more interesting looking that way. Make this one darker. So this is going to be darker. I'm going to go, the plan is to go dark this way. And not, I don't want to go too dark over there. I may have to darken that later, but for now. Oh, for my face? What is it, like 1 in the morning over there? That's crazy. Yeah, I could zoom out, but it's okay. You're not here to look at my face. You're here to look at this drawing. I just put my face cam so people want to see that for some reason. They want to see what I look like. I'm not handsome anymore. I'm an old boy. Now, if I was 21 or my 20s, yeah, I'd be like, psh, I'll show most of my face. Forget the drawing. We were all young and handsome one time. I'm going to go ahead and shade this with H first. And the line is coming from the top, which is going to cast a shadow there, and this could be rounded here. Can you guys see that? Okay. Knuckle shadow. And here just throw some tendons or whatever, some lines. Here I could put a little shadow here in that knuckle. And I'm gonna actually darken this here. Go with my HB lead. And I'm going to erase some of the pencil marks on this nail so you could see it. I'm going to go with H and just shade it a little bit there. Now, move on to the leather straps, and I think these are black, from what I remember. Yeah, these leather straps are black. Let me go with HB. I'm working on using a Vietnamese keyboard, so it's not easy to type in English. Oh. I was wondering how you did. I thought maybe you were using Google Translate. You just type in Vietnamese and copy and paste and translate it. And here, still on camera? Okay. Shade. Shade. I just shade dark here where it's attached. Let the ends of it sort of loose, because it gives it movement. If you look at this thing, if I had to shade that completely solid, it would look stiff. It would just like ugly. You don't want stiff in your drawings, man. You want them to come alive, even though it's a static image. want to darken this end, just like the parts of it, just like that. Made this part here. And then these little jewels will be dark. Round part. This is the flat part. This is the round part. Flat part, round part. Flat goes up. Something like that. And then I'm going to put a little shine. And then leave it like that. A little shine. Dark to light. And that's all you need for those little gems. You should use Google Translate. Isn't that easier? Now I'm going to shade the leather straps. Here we go. I'm going to have a sort of like a ridge here. I'm using my H lead right now. A little ridge here because this guy has bones. He's got muscles. That's where the leg curves, right? Legs are rounded. So this little detail here, this shading that I'm doing, gives the effect of round because there's a highlight over here on the other side. And then I sort of just shade it a little more, going in that direction. Make it trail off. And I think we could call that foot. That foot's done. And move on to the upper area. Maybe right here. Darken this here. Darken that. I'm going to shade this in. This is underneath, you know, the knee part. So it should be darker. Wait, is it on camera? Okay, good. I forget my camera. I have to constantly check my camera. And then continue shading these dark parts. Again, that'll make it completely black here. You don't want to do that. Then we have this part of the leg. A little muscle definition there. And we're going to shade this back part. Now we're going to step back and look at it. My lighting's kind of wacky. Let me zoom out. See all these shadows from the tripod. Oh, here we go. I'll just have to turn this way. Shadows are gone. No, that won't be easier. Oh, you Google Translate? Yeah. So now I get to step back and look at this thing. And I'm going to make an adjustment. I just see something. This strap here. I gotta fix this strap. I don't like the way it looks. It should be more rounded. Look, it's wrapping around. Okay. Here we go. That'll work, but I think I need to see more shadow down here. And then erase some of this. Got a little muddy here. Okay, that's coming along. I think I'm going to darken this part of the leg here. That way. But because this is dark here, this also should be sort of as dark as that. But like I said, you know, I do this in steps. I analyze as I draw. Analyze my shadows, my values. Is that on camera? Okay, that's on camera. And this is where it starts getting darker. Hold on, somebody's here. I think I'm off camera now. Okay. That's one of my daughters. She wanted me to go for a walk with the dogs. But right now I'm busy drawing this dog. You have any questions, you know, let me know. As to my what I'm doing. So this is darker and this is lighter. So I have to carry the same idea into this. Still using my H leg and just sort of work it. You gotta work it in there, buddy. So now you see the middle part of the this lizard kobold creature, which looks cool. And yeah, I said I was going to darken this leg. Let's do that. I move around a lot in the chair, so I may go off camera. If I do, it's okay, you're not missing anything. We'll keep the laughs. Keep the laughs there. Still using the H lead because I don't want to go really dark here. I just don't. So using certain leads keeps you from getting really dark. I mean, I could still get dark with this if I have to. I mean, I could really like press hard. I rip the paper, but so now I will zoom out and we can see the whole thing again. There we go. So we step back and we look at it. We analyze, and I think I have to make this arm darker, a bit darker. But first let me adjust the shadow here. It's bugging me. The shadow here should be darker, where it's closest to the foot, and then it trails off. Okay. What's my next project? Well, I'm working on the painting of. Are you familiar with Lord of the Rings? It's okay if you're not. You know, I'll bring the painting so you can see it. Okay. You get a sneak peek because you're here. I'll be back. Okay, I'll tell you the story. If you ever read the story of Lord of the Rings, there's a part. Oh, I said The Hobbit. Never mind. The Hobbit. There's a part where Bilbo goes on an adventure with these how many? 13 dwarves, I think. So he's the 14th person. But the dwarves get trapped by spiders, like these giant spiders, and they get cocooned. And so does Bilbo. But for some reason he's left behind. I don't know why. And they take all the dwarves to their like cocoon hideout where all the spiders live. And Bilbo, he's about to get like eaten by one of these spiders, and he sort of wakes up and he has this a dagger called Sting, which it's a dagger versus spiders. So if you just touch the spider, it kills the spider. So I'm doing a painting of that, and I'll bring it right now so you can check it out. I'll be back. Okay, so this is the drawing. Oopsies. So this is the drawing that I did, the concept sketch for the painting. Let me put this behind there because you sort of see the drawing underneath. Now this is a photocopy. I sketched them out bigger. Well, I'll show you. I have this crazy process on how I do stuff. It's not crazy, but it just works for me. So here's the original. See? Here it is. Here's the original. It's Bilbo. I just drew him like he's about to get attacked by this giant spider. So this is a pencil sketch. Basically, this is what I really liked. So this version is which is on the canvas over here. And so I photocopied this, shrunk it down in Photoshop. And then I drew this, and then I printed it. It was just him and nothing else. The reason the paper is yellow is because we didn't have white paper at the time. We had yellow paper, so I printed this, and then I sketched the spider and the trees. So this is pencil, and this is printing ink. And this is how I do things. And then the next thing I did was what did I do next? I think I cropped him separately from this spider in Photoshop, and then I used that to project it onto my canvas. I projected the two things separately, the two separate images. So this is sometimes the process that I use. I'll sketch out on paper, and then I'll use Photoshop because it's so much quicker in Photoshop to erase and reduce and expand and whatever. It's a great tool. And then I'm going to show you this. Let's see here. Zoom out. It says zoom out, boy. So here is the painting. Oh my gosh, it's so huge. This is 20 by 24. I'm not sure if you can see it. I'll show it my video camera actually. Can you see it? Maybe back up a little bit. Let me move it this way? Or is it the other way? It's so hard to do. I guess it's this way. Anyway, so there's mist here. This is the green mist. And there's a giant spider about to eat him. So this is still a work in progress. You hear the sound on canvas. So yeah. This is I've been working on this for, I take my time in my paintings. I'm just that way. I can't rush them. Because if I rush a painting, it's just like I miss things. So I've been working on this off and on for like, I don't know, 2 months. But I paint for like 30 minutes at a time. I rarely go to an hour. It's just too long for me to sit there. I don't like it. So I paint 30 minutes at a time, 40 minutes, and then I'll step away, go somewhere else, go do something else. Maybe the next day I'll come back and look at it again, and I see new things. I'll see things that, I should fix this. It doesn't look right. Because when you're painting, you're close up. You're like, You know, you're painting, you're painting, you're painting. And then it's happened so many times where I'll just leave and I come back the next day, and then I could see some of my mistakes or things that I don't like about the composition, if it's the lighting or whatever. And it also gives me time to think as to how I want to approach the spider and the character. You know, what values, what colors, and things like that. So anyways, that's the other project I'm working on. Back to the Kobold. What were we doing? Oh yeah, I was going to darken this arm. So I'm going to zoom into that arm. So you get a sneak peek of it. I posted a picture of it on my Instagram. Earlier one with less detail. So this I'm going to go with the HB. I need the new glasses. Oh my gosh. You know, you gotta pull back to see something. So you need new glasses. Sucks. Never used to wear glasses. Anyways. So go back to darkening this. I think that blade is as dark as it should be. Maybe a little more here. I don't want to get that too dark. Got an email. Okay, go back over here. I make some lines darker just to show like detail, muscles, whatever, tendons in the hand, like that. Maybe a vein. Can you see that? Just real quick, like, not too crazy. So I gotta look back at the whole thing, and that looks a lot better. And I may darken this here. Darken the bottom part of the arm, just like that. And maybe darken the jewels a little bit. Because I think I did those with my H-lead. And then darken the back part of the dagger. Just where it's attached. Not the whole thing. So now we'll zoom out so you can see the whole thing. So you can see the whole thing. And see how it looks better now that I darken this arm here. Like in terms of balance. So now I will move on to the head. Zoom in here. You know, I made my coffee and I'm not drinking it. That's so good. Really good coffee. Okay, I think I'm going to start with the mouth, because that would be one of the darker areas. Get my HB. What the heck is this? Crumbs here. Yeah, I definitely need to get new glasses. I have to like pull back to see this clearly. I wonder if I could zoom in more. Sometimes, yeah, zoom in too much and it gets blurry. Either my eyes are tired. It could be both. Usually when my eyes are tired, they have a hard time focusing. So that's like the deepest part of the mouth in there. Um, then we have this part over here. Some teeth over here. Let me get my H lead. H lead's not as dark, which is great. To my HB. Back to my HB and darken this. And they have black spikes, so I just make these completely black. Sort of like their beard, you know. Then the teeth here. And I make the bottom part sort of curved, so you can kind of see where it's attached to the near the lip. And I go back to H to sort of shade this part in. I don't want to get too dark here. Just like that. And I'm definitely going to get dark at the cheekbone. Like that. And I'm going to probably darken this here. Like so. Maybe darken the inside of the ear a little bit. Somewhat. I don't want to get too dark there either. Back to H and put some shading here. I wonder if I should darken that. I'm thinking about something. With HB. Yeah, my eyes are tired. I need more sleep. I don't get enough sleep sometimes. I'm a night owl. I stay up late. And I pay for it the next day. Go back to H and shade this here. And then we can start sort of shading this and the inside, the corners of the eye, like that. Shading there and here. Some shading here. It's a ridge right here. And I'm going to darken this. Just like the lip area. Okay. And then I'm going to raise these here with little bumps. And I'm going to shade with H. Shade this with an H lead. And probably some down here and here. Like that. And I could probably get a little darker with my HB here. Okay. I'm definitely ready to pass out. She go to sleep. I'm almost done. You can hang in there, huh? I'm almost done. I just got to darken these spikes here. And then darken this line. Darken this line. And that's pretty much almost done. I'm gonna, here there's a temple area, and this here, where I usually darken it a little bit. And then I go to my H lead, and give him a roundish head. I just sort of like shade around, because you know, the skull is sort of a little rounded. Ta-da! We are done! We're done! Okay, I'll zoom out. You can see the finished product. There it is. It's finished. Now I get to sign it. I could put some little rocks, but like this, I'll show you. Check it out. I just put little circles, little grass, little lines, like that. Another rock here. You know, like he's outdoors somewhere. Now I get to sign it. And we're, what year are we? 2023. This is my first drawing of 2023, like finished rendering. Because the others are, I've done some sketches, but this is my first actual final drawing. So there we have it, the finished product. And most of the detail is here, the attention is here. You see this, you see that. Maybe come this way, points to this foot. Yeah. You know, we should make this damaged. You know, dots and scratches, maybe some circles. Like he's been in the war, you know. Still beat up. Well, thanks for hanging in here, Anthony. I am done with this drawing. Have a good night. And I'm not sure what my next drawing is going to be. I'll have to think about it. Yeah, I appreciate you being here. You have yourself a good night. Peace.